Thank you for tuning in to the 2025 World Crokinole Championship quarterfinal round. In this matchup, we have the newcomer, Devon Fortino, who played his first tournament in September. He placed second in the 2025 Ontario Singles Crokinole Championship and is here now in the top 8 at Worlds. Up against him, Jeremy Tracey, who just took the first place title in the doubles division at the World Crokinole Championships. So quite a matchup we have here. A final fist bump before players get to the action. This will be a best 2 of 3 games, each game a race to 5 points. Tracey to open up, giving Fortino the first hammer of this game. Draining that first open 20, and we saw from the stats that Fortino is very deadly with his open 20s game. So we'll see if Tracey's able to keep up in the 20s race. And he is not very quick answer to that question, going long. Fortino doing a great job sticking between the posts. Again, Fortino played for the first time in the Belleville Crokinole Championship, placing second next to Justin Slater, who won that tournament. Then he played in the Elmira Winter Classic and the Ontario Singles in May, shortly after that. Oh, Fortino coming up short, leaving a backboard opportunity for Jeremy here. See if he is able to convert. He does not, passing the opportunity back to Fortino. Oh! Fortino lipping out. See if Jeremy can convert this backboard here. And he does, going up in the cup. Back to Fortino, who seems to be completely unfazed by the action, getting right back on his game. We'll see if Tracey is able to find his range now. Over halfway through the shots, coming up short, heavy hanger for Fortino. As he drains that, going up in the cup, I feel like I'm always going through a tongue twister with poor Fortino, but nonetheless, Jeremy now finding his range. Fortino can all but seal this round with an open 20, which he does. Even if Jeremy gets to 20 here, all Fortino needs is a valid shot. Oh, going long. And that is all she wrote. Fortino taking the first 2 points of the first game. See a nice backboard from Jeremy, but gave an opportunity to Fortino very shortly after that. Going to the second round now, Tracey with the hammer, Fortino to open up. And we are off to the races. Again, Tracey just won the World Crokinole Doubles alongside Andrew Hutchinson, who we see playing against Connor Ryman in the background there. Him and Hutchinson also won the 2025 U.S. Open just a few months ago. I think just shy of a month and a half. But here now in singles. And with quite the opponent, as Fortino's brought it to the outside, Jeremy brings it right back in. Fortino with a bit of a decision here. Most likely wants to get back out. Oh! I think he wanted to roll out, but didn't get the roll out. Didn't get the opponent piece off. Jeremy now also rolling to the outside. If that's on the line, that's only 20 points on the board, which has them perfectly tied. If Jeremy wants to win this round, he'll either have to... Oh! Not do that. I was going to say convert a 20 or get a mistake out of Fortino. But allowing Fortino to get 2 pieces on the board now. Tracey most certainly fighting for a 20. Doesn't get the touch. We're getting into a messy board now. And Fortino with a very interesting situation. He could just play to the outside, but he seems more keen about playing to the center. I don't know what Jeremy's saying there. Perhaps you'll hear it on the audio on your end. Nonetheless, it gets a chuckle out of Fortino. Now, he could get that red off in the center and get 3 black pieces in the 15 region, but there's such a high risk of catching his own piece, maybe not losing that red. Worst case scenario, he drops that in the 20, so he wants to be really careful here. Going up the line, getting that off, very nice. And surprisingly enough, not setting Tracey up with the 20 here. I mean, that line up the right side of Jeremy's quadrant, kind of blocked up by that black button pretty close to the post. Might be a follow-through punching through the center, but again, I see that more likely ramming into a post and interfering with his shot. I think the best Tracey can do here is do a bit of cleanup and hope for a better opportunity. Nice double from Tracey there. That's the kind of cleanup he needs. That red piece is also in such an awkward position. Oh! Nice touch 20 from Fortino. I did not see that there. Up 2 in the cup now. Really depends where that red piece is on the line. If that's touching the line, then Tracey will only be able to get 30 points on the board, which isn't enough. He needs to make up for a 220 difference. And yeah, there's not much he can do. Fortino with a nice takeout. And I think for sure that one red piece is touching the 5. So, and off in the 20 wouldn't do it. He needs to push one of those pieces up, get the black piece out of the 15, and drop a 20. Quite a feat to pull off in one shot, but I've seen Jeremy do crazier. So we'll see what he goes for. I think he'll be trying to work with that red piece closer to him because that one on the outside, there's no way he's pushing that one on the side in. That's just, the laws of physics will not allow that. So he needs to find a line where he can push that red piece in the 10 up into the 15, knock the black piece off, and drop a 20 with his shooter. He sees something. We'll see what he tries to go for. Oh, yeah, not there. It was a near impossible situation. It was the best he could go for. Nonetheless, Fortino takes another 2 points. And now we see that nice 20 from Fortino. Fortino, 1 point away from winning the first game of this quarterfinal match. Tracey finding the range on his open 20s. Fortino going long. A very rare occasion where we see a miss out of him. Tracey with a small advantage to start the match. Up in the 20s, bouncing around a little bit. Kind of close to Fortino, but I don't think the way Fortino's lining this up, he doesn't see the touch 20. He opts to hit and stick right there. I don't know what Jeremy's saying back there. I think I'm going to have to roll back that audio to make sure it's appropriate. So if that little piece of audio is muted, you know why. Jeremy leaves maybe a backboard or a 20 here for Fortino. We'll see if he's able to convert, and he does with the off. Beautiful shot from Fortino. And we are right back to the 20s race. 5 shots apiece. Jeremy lipping out, leaving another 20 opportunity for Fortino. And he drains it. Pressure on Tracey now. Getting that 20. He needs a mistake out of Fortino. Now we saw a mistake early in the round. Oh, and we get another one. Heavy hanger opportunity for Tracey. He needs this. Doesn't get it. Passes it on to Fortino. Fortino to go up the line to get this 20. And he gets it. He's just been taking advantage of every opportunity Tracey has left. And I think we're close to seeing the end of the first game here. That just about does it. Best Tracey can do is get an open 20. And hope for an invalid shot out of Fortino, which I don't think is very likely. Nope, he ends it with a 20. And like that, Fortino has taken the first game of this quarterfinal match. We'll be switching up the scoreboard now. Changing colors, you'll see the players switch sides of the board. And Fortino will be the first to open up this next round. You can verify that, but Fortino now with the red pieces. Yep, Jeremy verifying with the ref right now that Fortino had the first hammer of the first game. So Fortino will be the one to lead the second game. And if Fortino can win the second game, he will be moving on to the semifinals and playing against Andrew Hutchinson. Sorry for the spoilers. I know you see the game going on in the background. We dropped that just the other day. Hutchinson took the win over Connor Ryman and will be playing the winner of this quarterfinal match. Jeremy certainly still in it, but he needs to win 2 games now if he wants to move on. We're off to the races. Jeremy on his second shot, draining that 20. Fortino, yeah, we're seeing a bit of a 20s race now. Seems that Tracey's a bit more dialed in. Oh, I jinxed it! Father, I'm sorry. Fortino gets a backboard. Pressure on Tracey now. He just needs to keep up in the 20s and hope that he gets a mistake out of Fortino. And Fortino is absolutely not giving that. Over halfway through his shots, 5 for 5 in the 20s. Oh, and we get a miss on the right side of the center, though. Jeremy will be fighting for a follow-through. He gets a push. Not quite the right line. So the rule is if the disc is still moving, you don't take it off until it's done spinning. Tracey doesn't much care for it to stop spinning. He knows that it's not going to go and hit that. I think they stopped till it was near ended anyways, but nonetheless, Fortino rolling between the posts. Jeremy needs to go for some crazy ricochet off the pegs for a 20. Really tough shot here. And that's the only way Tracey can put on any significant pressure. Yeah, he doesn't get it. Fortino just needs to make sure he doesn't set Tracey up with a 20. And that should just about do it. Tracey's going to try to bounce back here to get a 20 in the cup. It's going to be tough and it's going to be tight. We'll see if he's able to. He does not. Fortino taking the first 2 points of the second game. We saw that first backboard that really sealed the round. Tracey shoot first in the second round. See Hutchinson. It looks like he's... I don't know if he was watching over here or not. You can't see his head on this side. I think he was looking over a little bit during his game with Ryman to see how his partner in the doubles was doing.
Love the damage rule.
Oh, wow! With bounce back damage, Jeremy unintentionally got to the outside, forcing Fortino to peel. What a happy accident. Tracey training a 20, now up 2 in the cup. Quite a good lead to have. I think this is the first time Tracey's had a solid lead, and he'll be looking to hold on to that. So it is critical he doesn't leave Fortino with anything. He is playing against a hammer, Tracey is, so that 120 advantage isn't too much. Fortino with a beautiful push, not quite getting the 20. And on the far side of the 15 now, Tracey switching to the defensive. Rolling away to almost between the posts on his side. Oh, Fortino trying to pull it back. Too much power, leaving Tracey with an open board. And Tracey takes a second. He's been a little bit off with his open 20s during this game. He drops his buttons. Some nice person hands that to him. Yep, definitely a full reset here. Tracey now to shoot. Oh, going long. This is the opening Fortino needs. Doesn't get it. Leaves a backboard for Tracey. Tracey can all but seal this round if he gets the off in the 20 here. Gets the 20, not the off. We'll see if that ends up being costly. It'll be tough, but Fortino is certainly still in this, getting an open 20. Tracey needs the off, and he needs to not set up Fortino. Can he do it? That's a pretty good spot. He gets the off, and I think the best Fortino is going to have, it's a bit of an angle and a bit of a follow-through. Oh, he doesn't get it. Tracey gives himself a little bit of a fist bump in the air as he takes his first 2 points in this match, tying up the score in game 2, 2-2 now. And yeah, I feel like Jeremy needed that. He needs some momentum to go into the rest of the second game. Fortino opening up with a 20, Tracey 2-half hammer. Draining that open 20. The other quarterfinal matches aside from Hutchinson and Ryman, we have Sean Haggerty and Jason Bierling playing on the table on the other side of Tracey and Fortino here. And then at the very end of the row, we have Eric Mammon from the Greater Boston Crokinole Club playing against Justin Slater. Tracey with a nice conversion there. Slight advantage now. He does have the hammer and soon to be up in the 20s if he can keep it up in the 20s race. Fortino will be looking for a mistake out of Tracey. Out of Tracey. Not himself. Going long. Tracey with an opportunity to play some defense now. Staying between the posts there. Great shot. Fortino taking his time. He'll definitely be trying to pull this back off of a post. We'll just see how he wants to do that. Almost gets it. Oh, but not quite. In that spot, this is a great opportunity to roll away. That's not a roll away. Oh no. Tracey leaves the backboard for Fortino. This is his opportunity to get back in. He gets that 20. Now tied in the cup. Tracey still in this. He still has a slight advantage here with the hammer, play on the board. He needs to make sure he gets this red piece. He's able to get it. Very nice. Fortino needs to get in or get a great hide like that. He's going to be forcing Tracey to shoot through Hogan's alley, and it is critical that Tracey gets this. Oh, no! He hits a post. Fortino can seal this with a 20. And just like that, in the last few shots, Fortino turned this round around, takes a win, bringing the score 4-2 in favor of Fortino. And that means Fortino is 1 point away from winning the second game and moving on to the semifinals to play against Andrew Hutchinson. Jeremy, with his back against the ropes, certainly not out of this, but cannot afford any mistakes. And he goes long on his first shot. Fortino sure to play some defense now, staying between the posts. Going a little bit long on that shot. Fortino staying to the outside. He doesn't get the off. But that being said, he does have the hammer right now. And Jeremy's not going to be able to work play back into the center from where that red piece is. So we're more than likely going to see him peel. Yep. And he's going to hope that Fortino leaves him something to work with as he plays to the further piece. No easy angle-ins here for Jeremy. Pulls it back to his side of the board. At the very least, there should be a better opening for him later. Like that, he can definitely get in off that. It's not a clean in. I don't think he can get a 20. But, at the very least, I almost stood corrected. He lipped over the center. Didn't quite get it. So close. And Fortino, though, keeping play on his side of the 15. Leaving Tracey with next to nothing here. Oh, Tracey hits and sticks. 20 opportunity here for Fortino. Could be a touch 20, but if he does that, he could seal it. Oh, okay. Fortino decides to play a bit of defense, rolling away. Not sure if that was intentional, but a great spot. Tracey fighting to catch a post. Final shot for Tracey. This is do or die. Tracey needs the off in the 20 to put on any kind of pressure to Fortino. Oh! Fortino just needs the off, and he will win this quarterfinal match. He does it. Gets a handshake from Tracey. Congratulations to Devon Fortino. He will be moving on to the semifinal round to play against Andrew Hutchinson. But before we get to that, we have two more quarterfinal matches, and the next one we'll be looking at is between Sean Haggerty and Jason Bierling, two top contenders in the National Crokinole Association, here now in the quarterfinals of the World Crokinole Championships. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll have that out very shortly. Thank you for watching. My name is Garrett, and as always, happy flicking.